the East. Argos looking for their third straight win against Eastern opponents. Ottawa trying to win 2 in a row, but William Powell not going anywhere that time against the replacement for Bear Woods, Justin Tuggle.
Just Tuggle settling in. He's made some plays in the passing game. Now a good run stop here as he just scrapes and he folds right to the run. And William Powell. Great speed to outrun the blocks downfield.
Got an all-pro with the Atlanta Falcons. Justin Tuggle, quarterback his first 2 years in college. Pressure on, and a pick up. Marcus Ball comes up with a football. An interception here in the fourth quarter by Marcus Ball. In their first meeting, it was a Jermaine Gabriel interception in the fourth quarter that was critical.
Trevor Harris thought that William Powell, his tailback, was going to continue across the field. Watch Powell come out of the backfield here. Now, he thought he was going to do that. And what he did was stop here. And that allowed Marcus Ball to drop into that throwing lane. Trevor Harris is anticipating Powell to keep going across the middle. And he put the brakes on. Ball floats right to Marcus Ball.
Third turnover of the game. Both these teams unbeaten when they've won the turnover battle, and they haven't won when they've lost it. The ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, falls incomplete. Ricky Ray 9 yards short of his fifth straight 300-yard passing game. Hasn't gone 5 in a row with 300 yards passing since 2006. Marcus Ball has put it in the hands of the Argo offense in scoring position. Ray changing the play on 2nd and 10. Wilder helping direct traffic. Ray will dump it off to Wilder. Look for a block for Fuller. Got it. And gets a first down. Big block by Jeff Fuller to keep the drive alive.
Take heed, young receivers watching this game. You've got to do this too sometimes. Go out and help your running back out of the backfield. Let's see Ricky Ray drop this down and then Fuller get the block. He wanted S.J. Green. He was well covered by Antoine Pernod. Just to the top of your screen, you see a nice block by Jeff Fuller, number 8. Another 7-8 yards there.
Puts Ricky Ray over 300 yards again tonight. Fifth straight game, and here is Wilder with some room on that alley, and he'll drive it down and continue to move the pile for a first down. What Brandon Whitaker calls him the Power Ranger.
Tyler Holmes going to open this up nicely. He comes from the backside, and he gets Gascon the Don right here and collapses him, kicks him out. That opens the running lane. There's 57. Nice block right there. That gets things started on this run, and then watch James Wilder with the power at the end of it for an extra 3 or 4.
Down inside the 15, first down. Back to Wilder. Inside the 10. And 5 more. Maybe 6.
So the running game for Mark Trestman was part of the plan, but he was going to hold back on it until the fourth quarter when he knew that the Ottawa defense would start to tire a little bit.
First time in 11 years for Ricky Ray. The issue for the Argos this season has been in the red zone. 3 for 15 coming in. 0 for 3 against Winnipeg.
See what they've got dialed up.
First half touchdown out of the red zone, and now second down. Ray steps up, open man, touchdown. Anthony Coon. Ricky Ray, number 302. He's 1 touchdown pass away from tying Matt Dunigan.
Sometimes when you're struggling in an area, go back to fundamentals. There wasn't a trick play here. There wasn't a double reverse or anything like that. Just straight good football. Protection up front. Ray steps up in the pocket, finds Anthony Coombs. He had found himself a nice dead spot out there to the right side.
So a touchdown off the turnover. Argos had 13 in the first meeting. Points off turnovers. Convert good from Hairolahu. It's a 7-point Argo lead. So a major after the Marcus Ball interception. Mark Trestman likes the result that puts his team ahead.
And when Trevor Harris had a communication issue with his running back in William Powell, Ricky Ray went to work. James Wilder out of the backfield. Nice block there by Jeff Fuller. It ends up a 5-play, 38-yard drive. Took up 2 minutes and 12 seconds. They find the end zone. 2 for 2 in the red zone tonight.
There's Powell on the return up to the 35. Well, they've come back in this game. Can the Redblacks rebound once again?
Big night for Anthony Coombs.
He's starting to put big nights together. 7 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown after Coombs had caught 8 from 94 in Winnipeg. Trevor Harris goes to work. Yards from where they have to be. And Powell with the carry up to the 40 has 4. 11 carries, 59 on the night for the Redblack running back.
Big second down here. Convert and try and take some of those momentum away. Settle things down here again on the road. This is a big second down.
We'll call 3, 2nd and 7. Harris throws, pass caught. Good clutch grab by Spencer on the slant, and he should have the first down.
Makes a big difference. Just calms things down a little bit, get things back into his rhythm, because Trevor Harris's drive before the interception, maybe one of his best drives of the game. Like he was settling in a little bit.
Another former Argo receiver now with the Redblacks, Kenny Shaw, getting set to return soon. Back in the hands of Powell. This better first down carry to midfield and across into Argo territory. That is 8 more for Powell.
Lots of options on 2nd and 2 for Trevor Harris. He wants a big team in there. That's what that means.
So with the changes in the front 7 of the Argos, can they keep grinding it out?
And Hardy as a tight end.
Lost the handle. Maintained possession. Looks like he should have the first down, but carrying that dangerously loose. And it is a first down. Back in comes Spencer and Cody Hoffman. Just over 5 minutes to go. 6 receivers out for Harris. In some trouble, and he'll get dropped. Sacked by Troy Davis, who has come in to replace the leading sack man in the league.
Is pushed by number 92 and then comes back, keeps hustling. This would be Greg Ellingson time. He's had a quiet night.
3rd sack for the Argos, 17 on the year. Harris underneath, Powell's got it. And Marcus Ball with some help, helping rally to the football Johnny Sears to make sure Powell couldn't get to the first down stick.
Great game plan defensively by Corey Chamberlain, defensive coordinator for the Argos, to limit Greg Ellingson to just 3 catches 28 yards. He's forced Trevor Harris all night to either dump it down to William Powell like he did on that 2nd and long, or to go to a different target, look somewhere else.
Jackson in the end zone. Maher will look for the corner, try and pin the Argos here. Jackson fields it, fumbles it, and the Redblacks, they have it. Boy, Martese Jackson should have let that one bounce into the end zone. The only redeeming part of the play is he may have got it back.
Oh, it looked like they signaled Argo ball.
Rico Murray there to try and help out, but it is Argo football, and for Martese Jackson, what an enormous break that is.
Well, it was a mental mistake first, because you don't field the ball when it's inside the 10-yard line like that. Now, he lined up in the end zone because of the wind here tonight. So maybe he lost exactly where he was on the field.
But did Keelan Johnson not get it? Looked like he had a real good shot at the football, but desperation for Murray and Jackson to get it back. But now the Redblacks look for a stop, and Ricky Ray will try and get the Argos offense out of a hole.
This is where you want to run the ball, even though everyone knows you want to run the ball.
Fake to Wilder, throw downfield, and almost intercepted just out of the reach of Armonte Edwards with a Redblack defender in the line of fire. I think it was Jarrell Gavins who might have had a shot.
Mark Nelson now go with blitz down here, try to get pressure on Ray. 2nd and long situations like this, he's gone a couple of times tonight to the screen or the drop. There's Mark Nelson have dialed up. 4-man pressure and drop or exotic blitz.
2nd and 10, big play for Ray, and he overshoots the intended target, but there is a flag, and that's why he overshot. S.J. Green must have been held up or slowed up on the road.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like S.J. Green was a little slow coming out of his break, and there had to be a reason for that. You see Williams trying to fix the jersey of Green. There's S.J. Green right in that slot back position, running the corner route now. And as he breaks the line of scrimmage, is at way past 5 yards.
And Gavin's just getting enough of him to knock him off stride.
Well, I'll say barely enough.
Rick Campbell, I think, agrees with you when he's going to challenge the call.
I'll say barely enough. No, I mean, again, it's illegal contact, not whether or not the two players touch each other on the turn, whether or not they make contact.
Pass interference, Ottawa, number 4. First down, Toronto. We have a challenge by Ottawa.
Now it turns into pass interference, not illegal contact, because the ball was thrown to S.J. Green. But the contact is made by Gavins right here, lined up here now.
There was no defensive pass interference.
Now the reason I'm making the argument for Gavins a little bit here is think about it when two receiver and DB are running down the field and hand fighting. Now the only thing I'll say is he may have got his hands around the legs a little bit of S.J. Green, and if that's the case and that's what they see, then yeah, I could see the penalty flag for that. But the hand fighting, I say not a chance from that angle. Did he get down to the legs, though, and kind of trip up S.J.? Here's a tighter shot. Hand fighting, no problem. Well, I think he just went down. I don't think he did get the legs.
Legs walked a bit, whether or not that's incidental contact or not.
But Chris, think about it when two receiver DB running down the field, they're hand fighting for position a little bit. You've got to let the guys decide the outcome of the play at the end of the day, and I think that's pretty casual contact on that break. Didn't stop him in his tracks, didn't grab him and pull him to twist him in any way. But maybe that stumble looked like he affected his route more than it did, and that's why they might leave this as it was called.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Pass interference. First down, Toronto. Ottawa has the last timeout.
I would have challenged it too.
Problem for Rick Gamble, though, he loses his last time out now. In the late stages of this game, down by 7.
Now offensive players will tell you the route caused Gavins to reach like that. But I think we've got to let the guys play a little bit more now.
Fresh set of downs for the Argos, just beyond their own 20. Ray pitches another strike. Catch made by Malcolm Williams, the newcomer, as his second grab of the game. Third grab, excuse me. And we hit the 3-minute warning here. Battle for first in the East. Redblacks fought to tie it. Argos now lead by 7. And 8 in their new home. Trying to hold on to a 7-point lead against the Redblacks. Ricky Ray looks at 2nd and 3. Short pass again to Wilder. And Wilder taken down by Taylor Reed at the 30. He's going to be a yard short.
Where do they mark this? Because if it's right on the 30, no, it's just ahead of the 30.
Had to get to the 31, so
close enough.
Under a yard away. Yeah. And how confident is Mark Trestman in his short yardage group? Going to bring the chains across from the far side of the field.
Little stretch at the end of this play by Wilder is enough because he's hit behind the 30, but that stretch gives him a real good spot. I mean, an Argo spot, not an Ottawa spot. So, they usually split the difference there and sort of go from where the first contact that touched the ground and where the ball was and split the difference. That was right where the ball was reached to. It is a little bit short, but short enough where I think Mark Trestman will trust his short yardage team.
Length of the football away, so here comes Cody Fajardo.
Never a gimme, though.
No.
Never a gimme, even if it's inches.
In fact, Ottawa preserved a win against Montreal with a stop on 3rd down. I thought Vernon Adams had a decent surge, and sometimes in the pile it's hard to get the right spot. I think the Alouettes feel they probably didn't get a good spot in that situation, and now Ottawa looks for a stop here that would be just as critical.
It's all about low leverage here. Low man wins.
So the big boys hunker down. Fajardo behind Sean McEwen. Not much there. I don't know. Not much there at all as they plug up the middle and slam the door. Zach Evans, without his helmet, comes up shaking his head. It's Serezna at the bottom of the pile.
Evans looking for his helmet. Somewhere in there it was consumed.
And just like the Montreal game, now it comes down to where do they spot the football.
They're going to bring him in.
That ball looks like it's in about the same place it was before.
Well, I think the spot of the ball, based on that replay, is bang on by the officials. So now let's see if it was enough, because they looked like they got it. There was a little bit.
Serezna first contact. Avery Ellis. And again, the command center can help with the spot, but I think before they're measured, they're going to review whether or not they think the spot's correct. You think it is?
I think it was real accurate. I think this is the first that I've seen where they actually review the spot of the football before measuring.
And the advantage here with the overhead camera, they can get an accurate placement. Ottawa may come up with this football.
Accurate to a point, though, Chris. I mean, I think you know, even the angles that we saw, I mean, I don't know if you can be completely precise. Here's that angle you're talking about.
But you think Fajardo broke the plane of the 31? I mean, he stopped up almost immediately, maybe there, but again. How does a referee get down below that pile to put it in the right spot?
We are going with the spot by the officials on the field, and we're going to measure.
I think that's the right call. At least go with the spot. Let's find out if it's enough. It's not. It's not. It's a turnover on downs by a chain link or two. Fajardo can't believe it. But I don't think that's as contentious a spot as the one we saw last Wednesday that went against the Redblacks. Or excuse me, against Montreal.
I think the officials got it bang on. I think that spot was accurate. Great push by the Ottawa D-line. Again, digging down, playing on fumes. Now can they take advantage of that turnover on downs right now?
Suddenly a team playing 3 games in 11 nights wants to play overtime. They're 31 yards away from tying it. Gets loud at BMO. Harris throwing down the rail. Ellingson, touchdown! A quiet night, but when they needed a big play, they go to their big play man.
Well, they set his alarm, it went off, and he ran the double move down the rail. And again wins the jump ball. Onawasu-Ansah in the end zone, making a living on winning those 50-50 throws. Quiet night, big play.
Just his 3rd catch, and now his 3rd touchdown of the year. Clutch grab against Onawasu-Ansah, who's had a good night on the corner.
Gonna suggest, do you go for 2 with a real fatigued team and the win, or do you tie it up?
He liked the way overtime went here at BMO last November, and now they're tied. We're still 2:09 away from extra football tonight.
And this is the smart play. There's no question. But based on the circumstances in the 3 and 11 days, team that's going to be running out of gas, the thought, do you go for 2 in the win right now?
And as producer John Hines reminds us, they missed on a 2-point convert late in the game against Edmonton last week.
Check out the route. Up and then down the rail for Greg Ellingson. Quiet night, but he made a lot of noise on this one. Good recovery by Onawasu-Ansah, but Ellingson wins the jump ball. And we're all tied up. No matter how this game ends up, gutsy effort by the Ottawa Redblacks.
No question. Showing a lot of moxie tonight. Rick Campbell said about a week ago, I won't complain about the schedule until we're through Toronto. He might not be complaining about the result of the last 2, but a lot of football left. Martese Jackson secures this. Up over the 25, 30, and spun down around the 32-yard line.
Looks like Mark Trestman said that Martese Jackson had the big game, and they found a keeper. Obviously, got a chance to get back in the roster, but it's different when you're scouted. Now does Ricky Ray